modern women value their jobs more than they value their relationships. They absolutely do. And here's the thing, but because think about this. The job tells her how to dress, how to act, when to show up, right? If a woman were to leave the house and a guy says, well, wait a minute, I don't want you wearing that, what's she going to say? You can't tell me what to do. Yeah. But let her show up to work and her supervisor says, whoa, wait a minute, you can't wear that low-cut blouse. Yes, sir, right away, sir. And this is what is causing another disconnect with women is they respect their bosses more than their men. And guys don't know why.
That's true.
Yep.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah, man. Like, and it's funny because I tell guys you have to vet women, you have to put them on probation and all this other kind of stuff, and they always balk at the thought of having to qualify for this.
I used to cry at work too.
Well, there you go.
Sorry.
There you go. That's just how it goes. Women are like
in the bathroom, but no one would see.
Have you had conversations like that in the bathroom with people? Has anyone caught you crying in the bathroom?
No, I was the only girl at the office, so it was kind of like my own bathroom.
Oh, this is your sales job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to cry in the bathroom for those.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was
I've cried a couple times on sales jobs, guys.
It's no joke.
But yeah, women respect their bosses. Women will move heaven and earth for their boss, for a company that doesn't really give a shit about them. But then the guy then the guy who's legally obligated to be there with her, he takes care of her. She didn't want to respect him. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to feminism.
Shout out.
Right?
They put the workplace over the man.
I'll tell you guys a story about the worst. I'm gonna give you guys the Reader's Digest version of the girl that I love the most. This story it's absolutely crazy. To make a very long story very short, I started paralegal school when I was 31 years old, and there's this hot 19-year-old in my class. We took a shine to each other immediately, right? It was a great relationship. We spent every day together, blah, 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 blah. Red flag number one that I didn't even think about. One day, I had a headache in class because I suffer from migraines, and she recognized that. She says, what's wrong? I said, well, I've got a headache. She's like, all right. Reaches into her purse, and she gives me this big white pill. I'm like, what is that? She says, it's Vicodin. And I was like, all right. So I took the Vicodin. Headache is gone. What's a 19-year-old doing with a bag full of Vicodin, right?
She's a drug dealer, right?
No problem at all. Red flag number two. She had homemade tattoo on her wrist, right? Told me she got it when she was 15. Hold on. Red flag number three. Stay with me. Red flag number three. She had a 6-year-old. She was 19 years old who had a 6-year-old, which means what class? She had her child at 13, which means she was having sex at 12. It gets even better. The baby daddy was in prison at the time we were dating.
Oh,
statutory EPAR. Here's the reason why they didn't throw the book at him with Jessica's Law. It's because she testified to the jury that she seduced him, and the jury actually bought it. So let's set the scene. So my birthday, I open up Facebook to get all the birthday love. She left her account open on my computer on Facebook. I scrolled through, saw all kinds of stuff, drove to her place. I said, I want you to be honest with me. Have you cheated on me? I wanted her to lie to me, and I wanted her to lie to me so I could just keep up the delusion. She said, honestly, yes. That is the worst emotional pain I've ever felt in my life. To this day, I never will. Dude, I went to her bathroom, I puked, ripped off the necklace. She's blowing me up at work all day long. I'm sorry. I can't pick up the phone. So finally, I picked up the phone. She's like, hey, I'm sorry. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. She's like, look, I want to come to your place. I have a birthday surprise for you. So she comes over. She has like this little cupcake, and she bought me a watch that she knew I was looking at. Then she turns around, lifts up her shirt. There was my name tattooed on the small of her back. Dude, my hand to the man. So I was back in her clutches. It was all downhill from there. Guys, this story gets so much worse.
How old were you?
I was 31. I was 31 years old. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 17.
Oh, no. So she continued cheating on me, right? So I'm always trying to catch her. I lost my job. I lost the place that I was at. The car that I had was paid for because I paid cash for it. It broke down. I didn't have a job, so I couldn't get it fixed. I'm evicted. I ended up having to live with a couple of her drug addict friends in a quasi crack house. Both people were on felony probation.
What?
You can't make this up. Both people, the guy and the girl, were on probation for felony possession. They were on felony probation, ankle bracelets, the whole nine. And so I lived there, and so I had to live there, right? And so finally, and I kept trying to get back with her. September 16th, baby daddy gets out of prison, okay? Baby daddy gets out of prison. I called her up on September 15th. I said, you know what? I can't do it. I think you still love Ben. I can't do it anymore. Dude, she cried her eyes out, hung up the phone. I stayed up all night long. I couldn't sleep. So I called her up. I called her up the next day. I was like, hey, meet me at this gas station. Then I called up my brother, and I borrowed $800. He gave me $800. I went to the jewelry store. I bought her a ring, proposed to her. I proposed. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, it gets worse. It gets worse. I swear to God. People wonder why I speak with such conviction about these things.